Where have we gone? Too often we are walking along not staring into the distant eye because we are afraid of the beautiful reflection we might see. Too often do we not throw our valiant arms up in loving embrace because we are afraid of the feeling we might feel. Too often do we march in that cold, dark corner like soldiers digging their own graves because we have been fashioned to show the two torn halves of our heart underneath the bright sun and sew them back together underneath the dark, deathly shadow of false liberation. And too often are we blinded by what has been, so we don't give a fuck about what could be. And too often we allow our children to think that dreams are something to give up upon because we have been fashioned to show our lives as to go big or go home. When did this world of 2-ton heart attacks and industrialized pain become the means of resurrection for extinct oppression? When did we decide that salvation is only for the strong and dancing is only for the lucky few with every limb? Somewhere along the lines, y'all, we lost it. At some building block along the path to forward-made righteousness, we forgot the road to happiness is not paved with gold. We forgot that it isn't paved at all. So when you're shifting in your chair because your heart of conscience come back to life, realize that you can dream. Realize that all this world has to offer you is nothing in comparison to the acidic sweetness of your heart's ambition. Realize that you can take the tumor out of what was, put a metal plate around what is, and inject your own secret blend of herbs and spices into what could be. Do not listen to the whispers of government's complacency, allowing them to be the ink that writes your horror flick. I want you to rise up and choke the pen again and again until it bleeds with words of confusion that alter your imagination's defense system. Rise up with a glorious pen of salvation. You describe heart attacks, remains of ecstasy in the sky, up to let it rip you away on a ride of eternal climax in a place you never knew about but you always hoped to dream of. And I want you to ride that magic carpet onto the nucleus of our reality and pick up a sword, y'all, because we're going to war. We're going to war against discrimination and against suffering. We're going to war against deceit, and we're fighting for truth. We're going to war against the terror of time, and we're waving the flag of justice. We're going to war against the constraints of mistrust, and we're belting out the battle cries of love. We're even going to war against ourselves, and we're marching on the sands of dreams, y'all. And when you're done with that magic carpet ride to the gray skies, y'all can come on back to my house, and we'll do it all over again. Because the job of self-discovery is never really done. But at least this time when I see you, I will say hello with a hug. In our eyes will be the first part of our bodies to greet each other instead of searching the ground for the brutal truth of reflections. And when you see me wounded on the sidelines of our existence, when we patching together our heart's wounds with bandages underneath the bright sun and sharing stories next to the painstakingly beautiful beaches of middle humanity, and you'll know it's different when you see me and you tell me that even though my sword is broken and we have no chance in hell, we're still riding in this battle with you and I as a shield that will never break, because not often have enough. Have I told you? You can.
310.